I like to look at the doctrine or the teaching of incarnation um, in a different, not really in a different way, but in a deeper way. Uh, Incarnation, or what we call the manifestation of the divine reality into human reality or human experience, has been with mankind for a very, very long time. It's not just within Christianity that we have this kind of understanding that uh, the divinity uh, is manifested in human activity. The Word was made flesh and dwelt among us, which John chapter 1 spoke of the Word as something that's with God, or someone who was with God. And this Word is manifested. Uh, the only way you can manifest the Word is not only from the thought or from an idea, but also from making it visible by speaking or uttering the words, and also projecting those words into writings, uh, so make it visible thought or idea. So idea, the word, and the manifestation are all related. Something that's invisible needs to be manifested or making it visible for us to comprehend and to grasp what's the thought and the idea. In many of the religions, the divinity, or somehow they call them gods, are manifested or engage in connecting with what's going on here in this world. The otherly world is affecting or related to the existing, or the three-dimensional world that we see: hear, feel, touch, taste, and smell. Uh, the divinity is, as a power, is something that we can somehow see in the declaration of what the heavens and the earth are telling. So, in other words, the things around you are declaring the existence of a deeper reality or a higher reality. So, incarnation is not kind of magical, uh, taking possession of a human being. I mean, in many of all religions, they said that this person is a reincarnation of somebody who went before them. Especially in Hinduism and also in Buddhism, where certain traits of ancestors are passed on. I mean, not just genetics, not just the DNA, but spirituality, kindness, and wisdom are transmuted, or transmitted to the next generation, or for a particular person or group of people. So, in that sense, that is an incarnation or reincarnation of something that's pervasive, that's influential and powerful. I mean, that's not only peculiar to Hinduism and Buddhism and other polytheistic religion from Middle East or middle from Mesopotamia up to Africa and Anatolia, all the way to uh, China and all the way to Siberia, and then to North America and the South America and the Latin America and the Arctic region of all continents. The sense that uh, divinity is manifesting into humanity in the form of teaching and guidance and provision as well. That is not strange to Judaism as well. Also, and also in the Greek world, I mean, the gods are engaged, and they somehow look like humans in their family stories and relationships. They have they come with a family unit. There's the father god and the mother god and the children god and all those kinds of gods. They look and sound like human activities. And that is because we are humans who we human beings are the one who made those stories, and we can only express those stories through our own experience. And so even in Judaism, I mean, God walking in the garden, God providing for the humans, and God was relating to humans and looking after them, and they get lost, and God looking for them and asking them questions, and as if he didn't know anything what took place. A God who has eyes and has ears, and a God who walked in the garden and having planted a garden like a farmer and providing the needs for his children, Adam and Eve. So in that sense, he was acting like a parent. In some later part of Judaism, there seemed to be always a continual teaching about ancestors manifesting in different forms, in different ways, like angels appearing, messengers appearing in different stages of history, and sometimes prophets are seen to have returned, a kind of reincarnation. I mean, in the first century Jewish um, theology, and they were expecting the prophets to again show up, like Isaiah, you know, showing up again, or Elijah showing up again in the last days. And that has been a common understanding of even the Jewish religion. Uh, the return of Moses, Abraham was seen in the story of the gospel to have appeared with Jesus and Moses in the mountain, and so on and so forth, right? And when John the Baptist died, they thought Jesus was the reincarnation of Saint John the Baptist. And of course, he said, yeah, that's common understanding in most of all religion, even in Jewish religion. The idea that the ancestors are always here, they are always with us, in spirit, in a real sense, and sometimes in revelation, that they somehow relay the message or the oracle of God. I mean, that's been part of the prophetic history of the Jewish nation as well as Christianity, that the oracles or the messages of God are transmitted from the ancestors to their progenitors or descendants. Uh, the the prophecy uh, not only comes from the father and the mother, but as well as the children of the next generation. So I like to look at incarnation in a deeper way, even as we have developed incarnation, particularly dedicated to the person of Jesus. Christianity believes that Jesus Christ is the incarnation or the manifestation of God. It means it has a very wide application as well. When you look at the humanity of Jesus, in that God manifests within us, within our own activities, within our own history and struggles, with good and with evil, our aspiration for love and compassion, and all this desire not just to know good and evil, but the divinity is there to witness and to experience itself through humanity. What do you mean by that? Though we are also part of the expressions of how God relates to time, how relates to the environment, the surrounding, the universe. He's there for us. He's there for us uh, to become um, instruments, to become willing receptacle of His manifestation. Our body, our soul, our spirit is an ongoing means of manifestation of God in the world. So when incarnation is pointed on a particular person, Jesus Christ, who made a great example of his self-awareness, of his understanding uh, as the Son of the Father.